Ginger Beach Studio is not a channel for kids. If you are not 18 years or older, please click off. If you cannot handle the occasional cussing or get your feelings hurt easily, this channel is not for you. Please do yourself a favor and click the fuck off now. Thanks. Okay, love you, bye. Hello, sweeties. Okay, just going to do a quickie video. We'll run through how I made my Apocolist book, which is the book on the left there with the acrylic pour on it. Which is a lot of fun. Let me know if you want to see another video on that. I did one ages and ages ago, but yeah, we can always do another one. Okay, so I took my book and flicked through the flyleaf and a couple of pages there. Took my trusty pocket knife and freed the guts of the book, which thankfully these books came out really well. This is one I got on sale at Walmart, I believe. The brand is Exceed, and it's, from what I understand, a knockoff of the Moleskines, and it's been really cool. I've put this book through hell as far as just tossing it around everywhere. Okay, clean up all your bits. Nice. I'll save that part and transfer any notes or anything I need out of it into somewhere other, and either ditch it or use it as junk journal background stuff. Okay, put the pocket knife away. I used packing tape on this one because I'm just going to do a one of the wrap or lash bindings that I do. That way I can take the guts out without having to pull the book apart again later. Let's see. And yeah, this will just be a quickie video. I'm trying to get better at those. Okay, make sure that's all good. Thinking. What am I doing? What do I need to do next? More thinking. Okay. So to make the guts, those are the ones I did for, what were those for? Oh, I think that is for the Crow Dailies. No, it's not, because they're too big. What did I make those for? I can't even remember now. Huh. Curious. Oh, I was checking size on those ones. And tried to save you the painstaking paper folding part, because you guys know how to fold paper. This is just printer paper. I fold it in half. Once again, I didn't trim it before I started. Oh, I was trying to figure out what kind of binding I wanted to do. If I wanted to do the kettle stitch again, or if I wanted to do individual books. Can't remember what I went with. Let's see, it'll be an adventure. Wax thread, yay much, okay. I think I went with the kettle stitch, actually. And I did a video on that already. I will try and remember to link that. Actually, I'll write a note right now. Link kettle stitch binding video. There we go. Because I actually did it more of a step-by-step kind of a thing. More of, not... Sea Lemon is one of the best ones I've seen tutorial-wise, and is where I learned to do this originally. Her channel's amazing, oh my god. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've got 5 holes poked in there. Tied our knot from the outside, went outside to the inside, down to the next hole to the outside, down to the next hole from outside to inside, and do that all the way down, come all the way back up where you haven't been before. I'm hoping by summertime to be doing lives and stuff, so hopefully if we can get everybody together at the same time,
will do a live stream and do this in real time. It's really finicky though, and I find it much harder to do on camera than I do when I'm not. Otherwise I just hang the book off the edge of the table, and that's way, way easier. But my camera doesn't see that part because it sees most of the table, but it's the middle of the table. Okay, so we got our first setup binding layer done, which is different than the rest of it for the kettle stitch. You could probably do that and catch the previous stitch each time, but I don't see the point in that. To me, that's just a waste of thread. Okay, so we go down the setup one, up the next one on the other side of that first stitch, and then we'll go back in the hole we just came out. And this makes the cutest chain for each hole where the holes line up. It makes a pretty chain up the side of the spine. And yeah, you just carry on in that fashion. Back in the hole we came out of, down to the next hole, come out, come down the setup stitch, around, back up the other setup stitch, poke it through the hole in which we came. Rinse and repeat. Oh my goodness. You'll have to excuse me today. My head is screaming. It's sunny right now, but I guarantee we'll have a storm tomorrow. I don't even check the weather anymore. It's like, nope, it's going to be crap. And yeah, it usually starts a couple days out, so I know weather's coming. I'm just not sure when, until like the day before, and then I'm done. I'm over it. And then you get that migraine hangover. I don't know if you're familiar with that. So after that passes, you feel hungover, but without any of the fun. Speaking of, I have a buddy's birthday to go to this weekend. I'm very excited. So excited. He always forgets his birthday, so we do the best we can to make sure that he celebrates it. Of course, I can't blame him. I've done that my own self. Not that I've forgotten my birthday, I just didn't see the point in celebrating it. Until last year, I started celebrating my birthdays, and yeah, it was awesome. Okay, I cannot for the life of me remember how many signatures I put in this text block. I also cannot remember how many sheets of paper I folded per signature, so that's not very helpful. I apologize for that. Oh, and I just remembered I made a new leather traveler's notebook cover to learn how to use the Speedy, is it the Speedy Stitcher sewing awl? So yeah, I'm gonna have to make refills for it too. I don't think I need to do another video on those though. I have several of these now, and they're all about the same. It's the same process every time. And as always, if you have any questions, please hit me up in the comments below or shoot me an email. I check comments way more frequently than I do email, just so you're aware, so be patient with me. Anymore, my brain is mush between custom orders or custom paintings and studying and design work. I have a whole bunch of that coming. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited to share it with you. Oh, and I'm working on the designs. I'm working on the challenge that I'm going to throw out for you guys for summer. And it's a personal challenge. It's not, you know, for any particular reason other than personal growth, which you guys know I'm all about. We are plants. We must grow, which means we must be fed the right stuff. Which means we need to pick out the weeds. People, places, things, behaviors, patterns, etc. Let's see. I'm not sure how many that is. I want to say I did like 5 or 6 maybe. Probably should have counted as I went, but I didn't. Oh, that's right. That's right. I did the first set, and then I had to go and fold some more stuff. Okay, what is that though? That looks like a template. Yes, okay. That's right. I started with some. I'm never sure how many to use because I can't squish them as tight as they are in the books that you get from the store, right? And sometimes you can really, really squish them and get more in than you thought you could. Whereas if I don't leave enough space for expansion in the book, because if I start sticking things in, my books get stupid chunky, like alligator mouth like crazy. So I have to allow for that as well. This book was intended originally as my Apocolist, my brain dump, my everything. Everything's supposed to go in here. I haven't actually done much of that in this book yet. I'm not sure why. I do this thing, I have to have new books, I got to do this, that's what I'm going to use that one for, and it takes me a while to get that off the ground. And then I start using them, and then stop for no apparent reason. And then it'll be months, and I come back to using them again for a month or so, and then I stop using them. I don't know why. Does anybody else do that? I'm trying to get a bit of system down between planners and such. Excuse me. Okay. Maybe I ended up with 8 by the time I was done. For some reason that's pinging in my brain. That may or may not be correct. Good Lord, my table is messy when I'm in mid-project, huh? I still think that would be the best swap ever. Go and visit somebody else's craft space. I bet that would be amazing. And it's funny because we'd all die of embarrassment that, you know, oh my God, we're so messy. But think about it. How much fun would you have playing in somebody else's craft space? I bet it would be awesome. When I win the Powerball, I'm going to come visit everybody and play in your craft space, just so you know. Heads up. You might have a little bit of time, but heads up. That would be fantastic, actually. I'll show up with glue sticks and stuff. Oh my God, yeah. That's on my bucket list. When I win the Powerball. Actually, I would make that an annual pilgrimage. I'd set up something we could all do, get together, meet somewhere, hang out, whatever. Do that annually. But yeah, do an annual pilgrimage as well and come visit everybody and play with your stuff. I buy you new stuff. I would too. I'd bring a basket of goodies, including cupcakes, yeah. Love me a cupcake. Yeah, so this process really is that boring. But again, it's a really good skill to have because you can make a book out of anything at any time. Whether you need one or you want to do one for gifts. They make great junk journals, use all sorts of different papers and such, which I'm about to do. I believe that's in the planner for next week. I have an Egyptian journal to put together that I was gifted from the fabulous Shelley at Crafting Mamas and Carehart from Defy, yes. The Care Bear. Okay, text block. Done. Put away the tiny needles and things that you get caught on as you go, if you can. And this is where I went, oh, that's right, I don't trim these before, and I should. Although, I think the reason I do that is because I used to, and they'd end up just not quite the right size. Because too small, also not good. Yeah, that's ghetto. Fancy marking, precision work here. Yeah, just draw a line, it'll be fine. I did this one with a razor knife as well. Yeah. The Fabulous Lowe's Cobalt razor knife. This thing is amazing though. It's not for playsies. And you cannot beat a steel ruler. I used to use a plastic ruler and I don't know how many times I just shaved it down over time. And it never drew a straight line again. But yeah, steel ruler, amazing. I still don't recommend doing it this way, but whatever's clever, whatever works for you. I used to tear the edges, so they have that deckled edge thing or whatever it's called. I do like that as well. I still need to sit down and round all my corners because they're starting to really bug me in my planners, but that just seems like a massive waste of time. I'm always doing something. Even when I'm sitting, I'm doing something. But I don't know, maybe I can turn that into a doing something. Make sure we're good there. And it sits pretty flush with that edge, which in this book I'm fine with. It's like, okay, how much can I live with it like that? Can I not? Can I live with it? Can I not? It's like, don't know. Yes, I can, at least for now. And that's the fun thing. Play with it for a week or two and you can always go back and trim it later, you know? I don't write on the very tops or bottoms of my pages anyway, so it's gravy. Okay, so we got our cover prepped. We've got our innards prepped with our sheets of paper folded in half, turned into signatures. Our signatures all sewn together into a text block. And now, oh, I went with twine. Grab whatever's handy and I'm going to lash it into my book. Let's see. No, I've got my hands in the way. Of course I do. And yeah, I just lash them in. This way I can take them out. I can make a pretty cover for them later once this book's full if I need to keep it. Most of the time with the guts of the books, because they're just scribbled in anyway and so much is checked off and whatever, most of them, anything that needs to be transferred that I haven't got to yet, haven't achieved yet, or I need to develop more or whatever, goes into a separate book. So I keep all those ideas and stuff. The reason for this I've discovered recently actually, because it's like, where is half of my books? Because I'm a gypsy and I just move all the time, I don't want to drag all of that around with me. So I take the important parts, and of the things that I have accomplished, like the end of day, if I sit down, I don't do it all the time, but the end of day, when I do sit down and go through my books and make sure I accomplish the goals I set out for the day or the week or whenever I'm doing it, I have a record of the stuff I achieved, because I'm not very good at going back and doing that and acknowledging I've been working my butt off. I'm always forward focused, and that's not always good. You should stop and reflect and go, man, I kicked butt, took names, done some amazing stuff. But there we go. Leave that one alone so I can add some dangly bits later. I love dangly bits and charms and stuff on books. Okay, and this was the collection I'd done in the span of a couple days. Yep, that sketchbook's turned out amazing. Okay, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you, bye. Hey sweeties, thank you for watching my video. I'll pop up something up here somewhere so that you can click to either another playlist or another video, whatever YouTube pops up for you. Make sure you give me thumbs up, thumbs down. Doesn't hurt my feelings either way. And make sure that you're subscribed and you hit my notification bell. For real, ring my bell. Anyhow, but as YouTube changes and updates, sometimes those things fall off without anybody noticing one way or the other. So make sure all of your subscriptions are where you want them to be, okay? I will see you guys in the next video. I love you. Okay, bye.